What's up, guys? It's vlog day 2. I don't think I have anything crazy going on today, so I guess we'll see what the day has in store. Quick recap on yesterday. Did go for a run to the gym, just under 2 miles. That was Bloomsday training. Could have swore there was something else I was supposed to do. Not sure if I did it or not. Thought I'd hop on. Time to start vlog day 2. So today's mission is going to be edit vlog day 1, of course. So start it out, and then also I got a couple videos got to edit for Tyler, and just more running. You know, maybe I'll take a day off of running and just stretch. Bad Batch is coming out today. It is Wednesday when I'm recording this, so for all my Star Wars fans and nerds out there like myself, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on Bad Batch. I think Bad Batch is very phenomenal. I'm curious to see who dies next. I've grown rather attached to all the clones in Clone Force 99, as well as Omega. I think they've really, I don't want to say done phenomenally with her character, but they've definitely kind of done what they did with Ahsoka, with the character progression with Omega. So I think Omega's awesome. I'd love to have her learn how to use the Force, even if it's just kind of on accident. I feel like if they were going to give her the Force, they would have hinted at it at some point in season 1 or 2. The only thing they've really done so far is say that she has a high M count, which I'm guessing stands for a midichlorian count, meaning that she could have the Force and maybe just not know it. But I love that they brought back Mount Tantus, and I love what they're doing with Mount Tantus with the Thrawn series, or should I say Ahsoka season 2, which is kind of, you know, heir to the Empire wrapped in, you know, a Disney veneer. So it is cool to see them take some of the elements of the original books and bring them in, like Mount Tantus and heir to the Empire with Thrawn. So Thrawn is probably my favorite non-Force wielding Star Wars character. Definitely my favorite non-Force wielding villain in all of Star Wars. So it'll be cool to see what happens with him. And you know, there were some things I really liked about it. Ahsoka season 1. There were some things that I didn't like so much about Ahsoka season 1. I did watch Rebels, and I thought the space whales were a little funny in Rebels, and seeing them in live action was cool, but, you know, it's not necessarily my favorite part of Star Wars. But, you know, there's plenty of stuff in the prequels that I don't like, and I love the prequels, so try not to judge too heavily on anything. So it'll be pretty cool to see what they do with Ahsoka, what they do with Thrawn, but that's not what today is all about. That's just kind of me getting my Star Wars nerd talk out of the way. Today, we are editing some videos and really trying to focus on, I've seen a lot of people on Facebook talk about mindset lately. So I do want to chat a little bit about mindset, especially after just finishing David Goggins' book again, Can't Hurt Me. I listen to that book at least once a year. If you haven't read Can't Hurt Me, I would highly, highly, highly suggest checking it out, especially if you're a young guy. I think girls can pull a lot out of it too, but when I've tried to show it to my girlfriend or talk to other women about it, I don't think it resonates the same. I think girls will relate better to girl struggles, whereas most girls aren't going to become Navy SEALs. And just the way he talks and his demeanor in the book, guys typically respond more to like negative, I should almost say like negative pushes, whereas women respond to positive pushes. So, for example, if a girl wants to hype up another girl, or if a girl's trying to hype herself up, typically it's, you're such a baddie, you're so hot, you're so great, like, I love you so much, you can do anything you set your mind to, you're perfect the way you are, you don't need to change for anyone. Or if you do need to change, you know, it's minor stuff, like, yeah, you just gotta get a little bit better at this or that. Guys is almost the opposite. Like, when I'm motivating myself, it's more like, come on, man, don't be a bitch, don't be a pussy, push through, pain means nothing to you, you asked for this, like, this is what you wanted. If you want to achieve your goals and your dreams, you need to push harder, you need to do more, you need to quit letting your inner bitch get a word in and dictate what you do with your time. So it's really kind of that, you know, vibe of a book. You know, you're sitting there listening to David talk about his life, talk about how he created this character Goggins that is kind of his alter ego, so to say. Tyler, the coach that I make content for, he was actually making a video on this yesterday where he was talking about the person that you want to become is a whole nother person. And I think that's true to an extent. Like, you need to create an alter ego. And I like to, you know, David talks about it in, you know, podcasts and in Never Finished as Goggins. Like, he created this character Goggins that was able to run 100 miles on fucking broken legs and go run a marathon after, you know, basically fucking his legs up in his first 100-mile race. Goggins is able to go run 300 miles, 400 miles, and David Goggins, the actual person, will listen to this inner voice, Goggins, who's just this badass motherfucker who always wants more out of him. And I know a lot of, you know, philosophers will kind of have that alter ego. You know, some people refer to it as like the shadow, and I've definitely felt that before. Like, when I was in a dark place, I felt like it was a shadow that was always just looming over me and saying, you know, what the fuck are you doing? Quit being a pussy, quit being a bitch. Why are you letting yourself be taken advantage of? Why are you letting the world do this to you? You know, pull yourself up by the bootstraps, go get it the fuck done, and quit fucking complaining about shit. Because as a dude, you know, as a young guy out there, if you're between the ages of fucking 15 and 25, 15 and 30, the world doesn't owe you shit. The world doesn't fucking care about you 99% of the time. Like, people don't want to hear about how hard your life is. People don't want to hear about you complain. Like, people will listen, but at the end of the day, that's not going to help you. What's going to help you is victory. You're not going to be able to get the life you want as a failure. You know, if you want to be a failure, that's fine, but most people don't want to be a failure. Most people have some kind of idea of what success looks like. Not all success is the same. You know, my version of success might be completely different than your version of success. But my version of success will make me happy, or at least I think it will. And that's kind of the great thing about success, is once you do achieve it, you realize how hollow that achievement actually is. And people that sit on their achievements typically end up being a flash in the pan, because there's always something more you can do. So even when you hit the top of your game, even when you become the most badass version of yourself, like I said, I like to call it almost like the alpha Casey, like my alter ego, the alpha Casey, so to say, or at least the best version of who I can be is, you know, a Casey that goes out there and can provide for his family, has a beautiful family, nice house, paid off cars, lives financially free, isn't a debt slave, doesn't have to sell his time for $1, and truly has the freedom to do what he wants. And a lot of people will just want to make a lot of money, which is great. I think you need to go out there and learn how to make some money. But I don't think you should become a slave to your job. I don't think you should become a slave to the dollar. Because if you're only in it for what money can buy you, rather than what money can do for you, like, If you're making $100,000 a year, but you live in an apartment and you have a car payment that eats up most of that $100,000 a year, you're a slave to your nice apartment and your nice car. At the end of the year, if you spend all that $100,000 that you made, you're still broke. You might look rich, but you're not rich. You're living paycheck to paycheck, earning $100,000 a year. I would rather make $40,000 a year and save 20 of it than make $100,000 a year and save none of it. And I'm not talking about saving as just to stick it in the bank and let interest or let inflation eat it all up. I'm talking about you buy real estate, you buy crypto, you buy stocks, you build a business, whatever it is that'll get you going, get you up in the morning and motivate you to grab the world by the balls and take it for a ride. Whatever that is for you, you need to find that, A, and B, you need to find a way to live on less than what you make now. So if you only make $15,000 and your bills are $25,000 a year, you're screwed. But if you're able to cut your expenses or find a way to make more money without killing all of your time, then do what you need to do, sacrifice in the moment to get ahead. So I don't want to preach to you about stuff I haven't done, so I'll give you a little backstory on kind of what happened with me. I got into real estate as a young age, did okay, became an ISA, did all right as an ISA, and eventually COVID happened, and my parents got divorced, and I ended up moving kind of all at the same time, and that kind of was a lot. You know, I had one grandparent die, the divorce, the move, like all that happened within 6 months of each other. And it kind of screwed with me there for a bit. You know, life got hard. I became a victim. COVID hit. And when COVID hit, I kind of gave up on real estate and was like, well, screw it. I'll just go figure out something else to do and try to become an electrician. Well, the day I went in to apply to become an electrician, they shut down the electrician's office here, you know, the union, whatever it was. So I ended up going there, ended up getting this really, really crappy job that a buddy of mine was working at because he just needed some quick money too. And it was all piecework, which is pay by production or pay by the piece. So we would repair those big Costco shipping pallets, you know, the pallets that they get the forklifts and lift whatever down. We'd go through hundreds of those. And sometimes I would sort thousands in a day where you just pick them up, find the broken ones, put them in one pile, toss the crappy or the good ones in another pile. They would get repainted. Broken ones would get repaired. And if you sorted a pallet, you got 18 cents. And if you repaired a pallet, you got 90 cents. So you can make, you know, you make bare minimum wage. And once you hit, I think it was like 13 or 15 stacks in a day is what they called it. They were stacks of 9. So you'd make about $8 almost. Yeah, probably about $8 after taxes per stack that you did. So if you did 15 stacks in a day, you're making, you know, $120. And that was kind of minimum wage. So if you're making more than 8 stacks, you're making more than minimum wage. Some guys would do 25 stacks in a day. So, you know, they're walking over the wall more. I would also sort. So if you sorted a load, it'd be about $50. You know, it's like $48 or something if you sort a load of 540. So you sort 3 loads in a day, you make your $150 or, you know, $137 or whatever after taxes. And you could go home or you could go repair more. So it was kind of nice. It gave me a lot of freedom to make money in the morning. Like I could go to work, make $150 by noon, and then I could stay later and make $200, or I could go home and I could learn other skills. And I chose to go home and learn other skills because I kept my cost of living so low, I didn't need to make that much money. And I spent a little over a year, I spent 2 years in that job, but I spent about a year really honing in on my skills, learning new things. I thought about getting into life insurance. I learned about real estate photography because I'd been a realtor. So I was like, well, if I bought a camera, real estate photography could be a good option as well. And that ended up getting me a gig where I was taking photos for this guy, Jack Pepperton, here in Spokane with Venture Publishing. I think he's retired now, not 100% sure. Anyway, that gave me the ability to learn real estate photography. Once I learned how to do real estate photography, I was like, well, I know a lot of realtors, why don't I just get my license again? It's 30 hours. Got my license again, started with this team where a bunch of people from the original real estate company I was with broke off and made their own team. So I joined their team, or I joined their new team. And that led me to start making content for the essentially the CEO of that real estate company. And that position that I got with him, helping him make content, now we're growing all his channels. It's helping to grow my channel. I started my own TikTok. We've really been ramping up, learning how to do real estate videos, and had a bunch of other people in the brokerage that all, liked what I was doing and started offering me more gigs, which allowed me leverage to negotiate, led me to talking with the CEO and saying, hey, I got all these other people that want to use me as well. If you want to keep me exclusive, I got to make more, or we need to go to more of a per shoot basis. So they elected to pay me more, which was cool. And that really helped leverage me to a point where I was able to take those skills. Any deals I do is just bonus on top of it, because this pays for most of the ventures and shit that I want to do, and allowed me to go buy this duplex. So now we're taking on the duplex, and I figured it'd be a good time to start, be a good time to start this vlog channel, because I think a daily vlog is definitely something cool to start. So just showed up at work, so I'll talk to you guys here in a bit.
All right, guys, we're gonna go film some content with Brooklyn. But first, gotta grab some more food.
No better way to reach that you don't have a pre-existing relationship.
Definitely not race prep food, but it's good. Alright guys, got another video done, and we got daily vlog number 1 uploaded, and we got a Bloomsday video up as well. So I'll call that a successful day. A couple of videos knocked out. Alright, well, while I'm waiting for Brooklyn to get ready, I'm gonna go try to do a couple sets of pull-ups. Because why not? All right, now we're gonna go get the room all set up. Gotta try and get a few of those in a week, Can't be too lazy. Can't make the work week too easy on yourself. All right. So, don't know what we're shooting content on today. Usually we just fly by the seat of our pants, keep it interesting. But I'm sure whatever it is will be great. So we're just about to get done wrapping up work for the, holy shit. Well, I just threw all my stuff on the ground. All right, I'm back. So I just threw all my stuff on the ground, but that's okay because I don't know why. It's not really okay. I need to be more careful about that shit. I think today was a good day, knocked out quite a bit, and now we're off to head home so I can go make some dials and pick up some more clients, show them some houses, and hopefully go tour some properties here soon so I can take you guys along for that. And I'll probably see you guys back in my car around like 15, 20 minutes. Bye, Sarah. All right, time to head home and start knocking those dials out. So I think the key message of today, if I remember correctly from this morning, was all about mindset and making sure that, hold on a sec, making sure that you don't let your inner bitch tell you that you can't do something. So if you want to do something or you get the urge to do something, you might as well go try it out. Give it a shot. There's no reason you can't do it. And just like me doing this daily vlog, I think it's one thing where I'm not super comfortable on camera. I don't like being in front of the camera all that much, but I do want to get good at it. So I'm going to do my best to not suck on camera. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that doesn't fall and shatter my phone because I took the case off. So moral of the story is, if you feel uncomfortable doing something, but it's something that you know you should be doing, like I'll use making as a realtor, making your dials. Nobody wants to go make phone calls. I get it, but if you don't go make your phone calls, how are you going to get any business? I know, crazy concept, right? Same goes for everything in life. Going to the gym. I don't like to go to the gym. I do like going to the gym every day, actually. I don't like hurting my body. I enjoy being sore. You kind of get addicted to going to the gym. And all those who do go to the gym, you kind of understand that. Like, you get to a point where even though it hurts and it's sore the first couple weeks, and yeah, maybe after your first leg day, you can't walk anymore. It's better to just go through with the pain because the opposite's much worse. Like, do you want to be a fat, lazy piece of shit your whole life? Or are you going to, I'll make it to 40 and then I'll start working out? Like, okay. And how much time is that going to give you to enjoy your body? Most of your best years are behind you once you hit 40. Doesn't mean you shouldn't go work out. You start working out at 40, by 43, you could be in great shape. And you're going to be 43 regardless. So you might as well start today. So if you guys have anything in your life, drop it down in the comments. What's the one thing you know you should do, or one thing that you should change that you could change, but you haven't yet? And whatever that one thing is, like, you know you need to do it. You know you need to eat healthier. You know you need to go to the gym. You know you need to do better at your job, or go try and make more money, or pay off your debt, or whatever it is, whatever your big one, like, you know what it is, that big thing in your life that just you need to do. What is it for you? And for me, it's hard to say because I feel like there's like 5, honestly, that I could get much better at. One of them would probably be just prospecting for my business. The second one would be this content creation for myself. So I'm knocking out this right now, trying to get myself in a position where I'm comfortable on camera. I'm okay with hearing my voice, you know, getting better at the whole facial inflection thing, because a lot of people say that I talk super monotone and that I don't have any facial expression. So that makes for a pretty boring video. And if my first 30 videos are absolute garbage, that's fine, because eventually I'll get good, or no one will ever watch them. Either way, it would have been like if I had just never made a piece of content versus if I make 100 pieces of content and they all suck, the result there is the same. But if I get good by video 30 and now all of a sudden I do have a channel that's doing well, awesome, more power to me. Whatever that is in your life, just charge down its throat. Whatever that one thing is that you know you need to do, just go do it. So past that, I love seeing all your beautiful faces here, and it's I'm glad that you've stuck around this long if you have, so I appreciate it. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe. If you want me to go live or something, I'd love to do a live here one of these days, but yeah, we'll see. All right, so I was just sitting thinking while I was upstairs eating my bag of Sun Chips, right? And was really thinking on what Tyler was saying the other day. If you haven't already followed Tyler Carlson or the Tyler Carlson on TikTok, Instagram, especially if you're a real estate agent, definitely go check out his channels. But he made a video, and I edit the video, so I watched the video maybe 12 times at a minimum. So 90-second video, I'm watching that sucker 12 times. And his whole video was who you're trying to become, like this ideal person that you hold in your mind on who you should be is a completely different person than who you are. And his big thing was, if you're gonna try and become that person, you can't do it all at once. And I think if you're gonna change, it all comes down to the micro. It's all on the really small stuff, and Gary Vee talks about this a lot too. It's if you want to achieve X, but you're not willing to do any of the 30 things to get there, like even one of them, there's no way in hell you're going to get there. Like Tyler was using the example of, I want to go to the gym and lose 30 pounds to get your summer bod because it's springtime, beach is coming up, you want to be able to get beach ready. Everybody wants to be beach ready, right? So you wake up early, you want to go to the gym, you want to do all these things to get yourself into that position. But if you're not willing to just take the first step, every moment that you have in your life, you're either making a decision to move towards the person you want to be, or you're actively making the choice to go the opposite direction. We can all say we want to be millionaires with perfect bodies, who have great sex all the time. Everybody loves us and we have tons of great relationships and we just do whatever we want all the time. I think most people would be like, yeah, I'm not going to say no to that life, but nobody wants to do even the small little steps to move toward that direction, So if you're not willing to go to the gym one time, let alone make a habit of it, you don't need to kill yourself on your first time going to the gym, but, go to the gym. Like I saw this one dude who was talking about just building the habit of spending time in the gym. He would go to the gym, he would sit there, and he would watch his show or whatever he was doing, just do it at the gym. So instead of sitting down on the couch and watching Netflix, if he wanted to watch Netflix, he would go to the gym, wouldn't even work out, he'd just watch Netflix at the gym. And eventually he was like, well, fuck, I'm here. I might as well watch Netflix on the treadmill and then watch Netflix on his bike. And now all of a sudden he's built this habit over a week where he didn't even work out, but he's just used to going to the gym so much, you might as well you're going to be there for 30 minutes or whatever it is. Like you drove there, you took the gas money to drive there, just go walk on the treadmill. Just go lift a couple weights. You don't need to destroy your body. And the same thing goes with making money, getting out of your job, finding a partner, getting rid of a partner who's toxic that you don't want to be with. Like there are little things that you can do at anything that you're trying to change in your life. So I'm going to ask, drop down in the comment, what is the one thing you could do right now that would drastically, if doesn't even need to be drastically, just would make you take one step in the right direction? What would that be? So shoot me a comment. I'm probably going to pick one comment by, what's today, Wednesday? So I'll post this video tomorrow. By next Wednesday, if someone comments, whatever that is, I'll shoot you an Amazon gift card for $25. So let me know what it is down below that you feel is the one thing that you need to do, and get a shot at winning $25. So I'm going to make some dials about that time, or I just dial for an hour. So again, also, if you know anyone who's thinking about moving to Spokane, make sure you check out our website or reach out to me. I got you.